As we're engaging in our audit, we are going to find certain evidence that's going to suggest that there's higher risk than we were initially expecting. We have a number of different responses that might be appropriate in different settings. First, we might increase our skepticism. Skepticism isn't believing the client is dishonest or honest. It means we start neither believing honest or dishonest, and we allow the evidence to guide us. As we find risk factors, we're going to increase our skepticism. We're going to be less reliant on controls if we find they're ineffective. And so that increased skepticism, it should lead to additional testing. We might also adjust our competence level by bringing in more experienced staff or increasing our supervision of younger staff to ensure that things aren't missed. Essentially, we want to minimize the detection risk, and so more experienced people are less likely to engage in errors or make mistakes. Now, this isn't to say they won't or that every experienced person is better than every inexperienced person, but on average, experience does tend to enhance our performance. We might also just decide to introduce a little randomness into our audit. If the client knows what we're going to do, then it's easier for fraud or errors to happen in a systematic way. By being more unpredictable, we increase the likelihood we'll find something that's unexpected. So we might request do a different procedure than we would have in the past. We may ask more questions than we would have in the past. We may ask to talk to different people. Just ensure we have a broad view and understanding. And the most obvious one we're going to adjust, which is probably derived from the other three, is we're going to change the nature, extent, and timing of our procedures. We'll move from less effective to more effective procedures. We'll move from doing procedures at an interim date to after year end to avoid the risk associated with that. And we might just increase the volume of our procedures. All of these will be evidenced by bringing in more experienced staff who know how to respond to the risk, by people who have greater skepticism, and trying to add that unpredictability. So everything is connected, but it's important you know these four different responses